science works.
Only the noble gases exist naturally as single atoms, while all the other elements in the periodic table have partially filled valence shells or outer electron shells. Atoms form bonds by transferring or sharing electrons in their outer shells. When similar atoms react, like two nonmetals combining with each other, they share electrons. This type of bonding is covalent bond. The nonmetals are found on the right-hand side and upper part of the periodic table. Some common nonmetals are carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and the halides of group 7A. These nonmetals have shells of electrons that are normally half or more than half full of electrons. Since they have a strong attraction for a few additional electrons, it is energetically unfavorable for them to lose electrons. They instead share electrons by overlapping orbitals, which makes a bonding orbital or covalent bond. If there is enough space in the outer shell, a nonmetal atom can form double or triple bonds, like in oxygen and nitrogen. In the formula of a covalent compound, we represent a covalent bond with a straight line. We can also represent a covalent bond as a dot and cross diagram. This diagram shows only the valence electrons. Covalent bonds have overlapping orbitals to show the sharing of electrons. The dot and cross diagram therefore allows us to show which one of the shared electrons comes from each atom. In this example, we can see the bonding in a chlorine molecule, where only the valence electrons were shown. If we label the nucleus with the element simple, we don't need to draw out the rest of its electrons. Going back to our example, since two chlorine molecules are both nonmetals, neither of them can transfer an electron to one another. Another example are two oxygen atoms bonded covalently. Since oxygen only have 6 electrons in its outer shell, it forms a double bond, so 2 dots and 2 crosses are placed in the overlapping orbitals. In nitrogen, there are 3 shared pairs of electrons in the overlapping orbitals, or triple bonds. Since each nitrogen atom has 5 valence electrons, it needs 3 more electrons to share in order to fulfill the octet rule. Covalent bonds are directional, which means that bonded atoms prefer specific orientations relative to one another. This is different from ionic bonds, which are formed from the electrostatic attraction between charged ions. The overlapping orbitals means that the atoms in covalent bonds are held very tightly by strong intramolecular forces. Many compounds around us are held by covalent bonds. Water, sugar molecules, the oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen in the air. Since covalent bonds involves the mutual sharing of electrons to form simple and complex molecules, it is also termed as molecular bonds.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more science lessons. God bless!